Warning, STS Radio contains vulgar people, vulgar language, and vulgar ideas. If any of this offends you, kindly blow it out your ass.
Son of a bitch bastard!
Let's start this again, shall we? Jesus Christ.
You're fucking retarded.
Hey, Pickle-Licker, want to play the right intro?
One more time!
Are you ready?
Hell yeah, brother. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of STS Radio. I am Andrew Moss. With me, as always, Bruce motherfucking Gates.
Hey.
You know.
How's it going?
About as good as it can, I guess.
Living the dream.
Yeah. Fucking A, man.
So I see you didn't make it to the Sochi Olympics.
No, I'm too fat for the plane. But,
I thought maybe you'd say that, they suspected you of terrorism or something.
No, they just look at me, they're like, he can't be a terrorist, he's too fat to get on the fucking plane.
he's clearly too lazy to be a terrorist.
Exactly.
Look at him. This guy plays a lot of video games. He does not construct bombs, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, he's got bombs, just pull his finger, he'll gladly show you.
Dropping one now.
Oh god, he's gonna stink out the plane.
Here comes the B-50 crap.
The stealth shitter.
Not so stealth, though, if you think about it.
The F-14 Tom crap.
Oh, man.
Yep. Planes and poop.
Planes and poop. Everybody poops, even planes.
Yeah, everybody. I've read that book. Everybody does poop. It makes a very valid point.
I used to put that book away at the library and chuckle every time.
D.
Everybody does poop.
Just picture you going like, yeah, poop.
Pretty much.
Somebody's checking it out like, plop.
Someone has to talk to their kids about pooping.
Exactly. Like, do you really need a book about to teach your kids that every animate object on this planet fucking poops?
Really?
Or
seriously?
Every organism on this planet fucking poops?
If that's a problem for you, imagine what happens when they get to the phase of life when they have to, have the sex talk. That's gonna be
that's gonna be
travesty.
More... Oh yeah, that's why the schools do it, because the parents are just like, I don't want to fucking touch this. I taught you about shitting. I did my job. I taught you about shitting and wiping your ass. This sex thing, you're on your own.
I've done my job.
Go ask your teacher.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Did you ever have in school, did you ever have like those really terrible pamphlets in like health, quote unquote, health class where they divided up a small portion of some class to devote to health and they gave out those really terrible like cartoon pamphlet things? Did you ever have those?
I don't think so. No. What are you talking about?
Well, in my school, probably around here, in my area, they would hand out these things about various things about like, abstinence and shit like that. And just like not doing drugs and shit. Like, and they were like these really weird looking cartoons and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It was terrible. They would just like take time out of like social studies or something, like 15 minutes to like show you a video and then hand out these pamphlets. And it was like, oh my God, kill me.
So let me guess. They're essentially just handing out pamphlets of Goofus and Gallant, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like Goofus is a heroin addict.
Pretty much, yeah, seriously.
Gallant's an uptight asshole vegan.
But neither of them have sex. Because that's the right thing to do.
Although Goofus has been known to blow people for money. Goofus is a whore.
For cocaine.
He's cuckoo for cocks and cocaine.
They go together like boots in a sandwich. Oh, shit. Dude, I have to mention this. I hate to plug Geico, but have you seen the most recent pig commercial that they have?
Oh, God, who hasn't?
With the boots and pants?
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one? That one,
no.
I have to say, like, those usually don't make me laugh at all, but this one I thought was hilarious. I think it's a Super Bowl commercial, but I'm not sure. But fuck the Super Bowl, by the way.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement on that one. Fuck the Super Bowl, fuck the Seahawks, and fuck Pete Carroll.
It was just a travesty, man. Like, did Denver even show up? Like, good
Like,
Lord.
you know it's a bad Super Bowl when even the Seahawks came out and said, like, look, the real Super Bowl was 2 weeks ago when we played the 49ers.
Pretty much. Oh, that was pretty sad. And the halftime show sucked too. Like, I was really expecting like the Chili Peppers to come out and do more, and they're like, give it away. All right, peace, we're out. And it's like,
Yeah.
Really? Seriously? Fuck you.
Yeah, and dude, you have no idea how it feels to go to a fucking Super Bowl party and be the only asshole rooting for fucking Denver. It's like, I went there and made some food. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be great. Fucking Denver, Denver can at least put up a fucking fight. Their defense isn't the fucking greatest, but they can at least put up a fight with these guys. All right. First play of the fucking game, fucking ball snapped over fucking Peyton Manning's head, goes back, and they get fucking Seahawks get a safety. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a long fucking game.
Like, I don't know much about football, but when I see that like the score's 22-0 at the end of the first half, like, good Lord, I know that things are bad.
Yeah. I love the fact that like the commentators were like, well, the Broncos came back from 24 down against the San Diego Chargers earlier this season. I was like, okay, that's the Chargers B. This is the fucking Super Bowl. The Chargers aren't anywhere near the fucking team that Seattle is.
A lot more pressure too.
Yeah, a lot more
like
pressure.
Millions of people watching and shit.
Yeah. And I loved how the fucking Patriots fans were talking smack, too. They're like, yeah, Brady and Belichick would have put up a better game. They would have kept these guys in check. I'm like, fucking bullshit. They would have got their asses handed to them. They would have done even worse than Denver. Like, Denver was the top offense in the fucking, in the entire NFL. The Patriots weren't near that. So, okay, maybe they get like a fucking field goal out of it because Seattle's just like, let them have it. Let them have it. Let them. We don't want them crying and feeling bad because they got shut out. Here, fine, take it.
Give them their fucking points. Come on.
Yeah, let Belichick keep some fucking dignity, I guess. But
seriously, I think someone in my Facebook posted something to the effect of like, "Really, this is the team that eliminated us?"
Yeah, and
Like,
and it's
wow.
like exactly. They kicked your fucking asses. Okay, they earned that spot. Sadly.
Sadly. Oh
Look,
man. But anyway, what I was originally saying was about the fucking Geico commercial, and the pig has this thing where he's like checking on something, and then he's like, all right, well, I can go back to vacation mode, and he puts on like this rave music, and it's like and he goes boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants, and I was like, oh man, that's actually kind of funny. I thought so anyway.
I'm so making a drop out of that.
I know you are. I was waiting for it. Now every once in a while I'm just going to be hearing boots and pants and boots and pants.
Yep. Like with me as always, Bruce Gates, boots and pants and boots and pants.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Gates, boots and pants and boots.
Like, Bruce, we found your perfect entrance theme if you were a wrestler. Boots and pants and boots and pants.
And in the background someone yelling, and a sandwich. Boots and pants and boots and pants and a sandwich.
Chicken nuggets. Yeah. So, yes, there was some other big
What the
news.
fuck was that?
Don't worry about it. There was some
You have a
other...
toaster oven in your room?
No, not yet.
You're like, ding, pizza's done.
Like a Pez dispenser's falling over.
It's a Pez dispenser?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just fell over.
Oh.
This is the Kiss ones that you got me.
Oh, nice. Which one fell? Was it Paul?
No, it's Gene.
Oh.
He has a concussion now.
He went looking for money.
Exactly.
He's like, fuck the podcast. I'm gonna go look for money.
Bruce, that's not very funny.
I think so.
You know how long
I think Paul thinks so too.
You know how long I had to pose for that Pez dispenser, didn't you? Time is money, Bruce. And my time is very, very valuable.
Couldn't they just use like a comic book or something?
Well, I suppose they could have, but, nothing captures the real essence of Kiss other than Kiss.
And our theman. which goes into
No.
every pet dispenser.
Now hold on, Bruce, okay? Because you know what? Our semen, it's like the industries of cattle and SeaWorld in the sense that our sperm is very, very valuable. I'm willing to bet I could jerk off into a cup and I could sell it for about $3 million up on eBay.
You know what's sad is that's probably true.
It probably is. Yeah.
Especially because, like, I'm sure there are, like, you know, women out there that could use that to get pregnant and then, you know, soak them for money or something.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Or men. Who knows? Hey, honey. I got this idea involving Paul Stanley's semen. Conversation over.
No, it's just
relationship over.
Meanwhile, the wife doesn't hear anything because she's just dancing around in boots and pants and boots and pants.
I could just picture you, like, in the background, like, trying to manically edit to fucking get that drop. Just like, where's the fucking boots and pants?
No, I know where it is. I made a mental note of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have it written down.
Next episode is going to be solid boots and pants.
That's going to be the theme song next week. Jesus Christ. And boots and pants and boots and pants.
Oh, man.
I put a lot of pride into my work, damn it. You just made it a shitload easier.
And all I have to do is boots and pants.
Yep. Oh, man. So I kind of touched on it earlier, but something about heroin. But yeah, like, so we gotta. I guess we gotta talk about it. It's the death of Phillip Seymour Hoffman happened. It was about a week ago, actually, right?
Yeah, I think exactly a week ago by now.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't too familiar with a lot of his roles, but like the biggest one that I knew him from was The Big Lebowski.
Sure.
As Brant the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And
apparently he was the source of the term sharding. I did not know that.
Sharding?
Yeah, you know sharding?
Yeah, I know sharding, yeah.
Apparently his character was the first person to use that word.
Huh.
From what I understand. In I think Almost Famous or something? I don't know. I never saw fucking Almost Famous.
I never saw it either. I had no fucking desire to see it.
He actually, I unfortunately had the misfortune of watching Mission Impossible 3, but he does make Mission Impossible 3 watchable in the sense that the scenes that he is in are good. The rest you can just throw away. If you just compile that movie of scenes with Phillip Seymour Hoffman, that'd be a brilliant picture.
Yeah.
But everything else is just shit.
Shit.
But I also saw him in, like, you know, Moneyball. I don't know if you saw Moneyball, but that's a good...
Didn't see it, but I walked on the set of it.
You walked on the set? Oh, yeah, because it was Fenway Park.
Yeah, I told you about that. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Well, yeah, you did tell me.
Dumbass.
Shut up.
Let's see. Like, I'm just on his IMDb page right now, and I'm trying to think of, like, the movies that I'd seen him in.
I haven't seen Capote, although I've heard it's very good.
Son of a Woman, he was fucking fantastic in.
Never saw that, actually.
Oh, you're a dick. I'm gonna have to shut up. Twister, I don't remember seeing him in there, but apparently he was in that.
Yeah, he was the dude with the long hair.
Yeah. Big Lebowski, obviously. Patch Adams, I remember seeing him in that.
I never saw Patch Adams.
Patch Adams was alright. It was decent. And let's see. Capote, I never saw that. Pirate Radio, I wanted to see that, but I didn't for some fucking reason.
Never even fucking heard of Pirate Radio.
Oh. What are you gonna do?
What's it about?
Honestly, I don't really remember. It came out like 2009. I feel fucking old now. Shit.
Yeah, it is kind of a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of. And then I saw him in the Hunger Games, which, you know, he did a decent job. Like, him and Woody Harrelson were like the only reasons I had some interest in seeing it. But it wasn't until it was like out of theaters on DVD or on like Netflix or something. So
I still haven't fucking seen it. I didn't even know Woody Harrelson was in it, and I didn't know that Hoffman was in it either until after he passed away.
Yeah, he's in it. Woody Harrelson's fucking awesome. Lenny Kravitz is kind of cool in it too.
Lenny Kravitz, what the hell?
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz, man.
I want to fly away. Sorry.
Thank you.
Fuck, another drop. God damn it.
Yep.
I'm just taking more notes. Sons of bitches. What do I care? We never use fucking drops on this show anyway. Although you'll put them into the fucking intro and then it'll be there.
Probably.
You bastard. As I'm feeding you ideas.
Yep.
You bastard!
Don't use
That's
drops.
exactly how I feel right now.
Bullshit.
Listen, fucking Karlov.
You baby
I mean, Karlov, how could I?
Never use drops on this show. How dare you?
Okay,
I'm
I should say rarely.
I'm mildly insulted here. I worked hard to get those, damn it. I don't see you playing any.
Sir.
I don't see you playing any.
I can't play any. I don't have the power.
Well, you can.
Wow.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you
With my fucking mind when we...
Yeah.
Donkey.
Can you, like, shut up?
All right. we done
What the
with
fuck were we talking about before all this?
Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh yeah, Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
Go on, smile, you cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, him and Woody Harrelson were like the only reasons to even watch Hunger Games, as far as I was concerned. Because I was watching, I was like, all right, Jennifer Lawrence is fucking cute and whatnot, but you know, like I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh my god, she's so fucking beautiful, blah 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 blah, and just like fawns all over. Because I'm like, what the hell do I care? She's not gonna like come to my house and blow me like, oh my god, did you love me in the Hunger Games? Like, she's not gonna do that.
Oh my god, you're the 10 millionth person to love me in the Hunger Games.
I'm such
Guess I gotta suck your cock too.
Yep, on my back.
10 million and one? Does that make me 10 million and one? 10 million and two. 10 million and two. Jennifer Lawrence has sucked 10 million and two dicks. I cannot confirm that Jennifer Lawrence has actually sucked 10 million and two dicks, just for the record.
No, pure speculation though.
Pure speculation. The kind that only STS Radio can bring you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I remember my friend Chris wanted to go see this movie years ago. I forget what the fuck it was called, but it was some fucking baseball movie with Denise Richards and some fucking actor. I forget his fucking name. It was Freddie Prinze Jr. That's it. And like one of his main reasons was, oh my god, dude, the girl's so fucking hot. I'm like, okay.
Perfectly good reason to go watch a movie.
Yeah, like, dude, we can go to school and see hot girls for free. Like, if that's your whole validation for going to watch a fucking movie, like, you know, count me out. I don't care. You know, and don't tell me I'm the only one that feels like this, man.
No, I agree. I wouldn't go see a movie just because the person in it is attractive. No, not at all. I go to see movies because they look fucking good, and if they don't look good, then I don't bother.
Yeah, what does it matter? Like, what?
I didn't see the Avengers, and fucking Scarlett Johansson was in that.
Yeah, I kind of thought you would go see it because it's, you know, comic book movie, and you know, it's kind of cool. But
you know, there's a lot of hype around it, and I've often found that movies that have a lot of hype around it often end up being disappointing.
Nah.
That's just my opinion.
That's fine, but if you want, man, I'll let you fucking borrow it, or you can just watch it on Netflix and, you know, just make a judgment, I guess.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps.
Perhaps. I do have to return, well, not yet, but I will soon have to return Masters of Mystery to you.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that book. How's it working for you?
Pretty good. I'm about 64 pages away from the end.
T.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. It's not quite. I don't know. I don't know if you built it up in my mind, you know, more than I don't know. It's been very good, but I kind of thought there was going to be more interaction with Houdini and Sir Conan Doyle, but it was still pretty good to see like how like a friendship went from, you know, these two guys who were kind of really interested in each other, and then it really turned into like pure hatred kind of towards the end.
I don't think
it was kind of sad though too.
I don't think it was like pure hatred though. It was just, you know, Houdini's like, look, I'm sick of your bullshit. Like every time you all right, for those that don't know, Arthur Conan Doyle was a spiritualist. Guy who believes like spirits all around and whatnot, and can communicate with the dead, all that shit, like that douchebag John Edwards.
And his wife, Lady Doyle, was supposedly, a medium as well, who did like the writing shit.
Yeah, like Conan Doyle wasn't a medium,
right.
His wife was, but he was fully into it. Like, oh my god, this is fucking real. Like, how do you explain this, this, and this? And Houdini would actually like go to these little seances that she would host and fucking just debunk everything. Like, okay, this is how you did this, and this is how you did that. Blah blah blah. Here we go. This, and this. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, really, like, so Houdini was just more like, look, I'm sick and tired of your fucking bullshit about this. You're wrong about this, and I've proven you wrong every step of the way. And Conan Doyle was just like, well, I'm on a mission to convert you, blah, blah, blah.
That's true. I mean, the only thing is, it kind of paints Conan Doyle as kind of crazy throughout. Which, being a spiritualist, I can understand why. I mean, I personally don't believe in that kind of stuff, but,
no.
But I don't know if it seems like a stretch to, kind of call him crazy, though. I mean, despite the fact that Houdini's debunking all this stuff, I mean, let the man have his beliefs, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, if, if, let's just say, like, somehow I was able to just debunk the entire fucking religion of Christianity, or just religions in general. We'll just say that for, argument's sake here. How many people do you think would be like, well, no, he's still wrong. God's in my heart. Blah, 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 blah. All that shit.
Oh, millions.
Millions. They don't care if they've been debunked. They still have their faith. That's,
they're devout through and through.
That's it. Nothing is going to shake their fucking faith.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's basically what Doyle was.
That's basically what it was. Like, Conan Doyle was extremely faithful to it, to a point, like, loyal to a fault. And, Houdini was just like, all right, I'm done. Like, I respect you as a writer, I respect you as a person, but this I don't respect. I'm sorry, this is stupid.
It's interesting to see how, like, on one hand, from reading the book, you might think that Houdini's a little bit underhanded because, at the beginning of the relationship especially, he will tell Doyle one thing and then in his diary say something completely different. Like, he'll be like, oh, I was completely wowed by the seance. It blew me away. I was walking on air for the rest of the week or whatever. And then in his diary, he's like, it's complete rubbish. It's bullshit, basically. So you're like, wow, this dude's like really fucking backhanded and underhanded and shit. But you kind of realize that he was just being courteous, to a new friend, especially when you're starting out with a new friendship. You don't want to just come out and be like, no, you're full of shit. That's not a good way to start.
Exactly. And not only that, but like, reading a book, you don't get the tone of voice that one person says to another. So, there's always
it's
that.
just interesting to see that, how he's like, to Doyle, he's like, wow, that really blew me away. And in his diary, he's like, that's a bunch of shit.
What a fucking jerk off.
Fucking quack. Go back to Sherlock Holmes, you fucking idiot.
He complained of ectoplasm on his ear, and really, I just jerked off. Sorry for the friendly fire. But yeah, it's the other Houdini book that I have that I gotta let you borrow, because it's honestly probably, I would say, in the top 5 of my favorite books of all time.
Nice.
But yeah, like the whole spiritualist thing, like, after Houdini dies and whatnot, his wife held several seances with spiritualists and whatnot. Because when Houdini died,
10 years, right?
Yeah, it was like 10 years, and then she had ended up dying. But before Houdini died, he took his wife in private and said, "Look, I'm gonna give you a code word, because if I can come back from the dead, I'll definitely do it. But here's a code word to prove that it's me." And none of the seances, none of the spiritualists or anything like that got the fucking code word. In 10 years, and everybody's like, well, I can communicate with him, I can talk to him. It's like, no, you fucking can't. Prove it. Well, Houdini, are you with us? Your wife is saying something of a code word. What's the code word? Oh, the code word is elephant, he's saying. And she's like, you're full of shit, get out.
That's pretty genius, though. He was very much, before his time, a very intelligent guy, Houdini. Very,
very intelligent.
I haven't read many of his, biographies or anything like that, but I can tell just from reading this portion of it that he was a very intelligent guy.
Yeah. It's, and here's kind of the thing that's interesting about the other book, too, is that, you see this transformation of, this kid growing up, in the Wisconsin area and, learns how to pick locks and do all this shit and whatnot, goes on to international fucking fame.
Mm-hmm.
The ups and downs with his marriage, the ups and downs with show business, ups and downs with Conan Doyle, all that shit, the spiritualists. And, now I forgot where I was going.
Transformation of Houdini to...
Oh, right. So, and then in his final years, like, he goes from, this international star, like, getting out of, fucking giant milk jugs and everything like that, and, unlocking his handcuffs and what have you, to becoming a mythbuster, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Like, that's pretty much what it was. He dedicated his time and his fortune in his last few years to just debunking what he called humbug, which, for those that don't know, is a ye olde time word for bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which gives Christmas Carol a whole new fucking meaning for me. Bah, humbug. Yes, Christmas.
He's saying bullshit.
He's saying Christmas is bullshit. All right. Unlike this Scrooge guy. He would suck as a boss, but I like his spiritual attitude.
It's really funny, though, to see, like, how much his relationship with Conan Doyle influenced the rest of his life, because, as you said, he went basically from picking locks to being really famous for getting out of things, and then, his life eventually progressed to debunking all this spiritualist shit. Well, that's a pretty big turn. Like, the end of his life is all devoted pretty much to debunking the spiritualist shit, while, Conan Doyle, at the end of his life, is devoted entirely to believing in it. And it's kind of interesting to see how, if it weren't for their friendship, like, what would Houdini have done for the rest of his life? Because apparently that really changed him, his relationship with Doyle.
Yeah.
And it begs the question, why, of all people, him?
Well, because Doyle was probably the most influential in that spiritualist thing at the time. Here's a guy that wrote, the Sherlock Holmes books that, selling millions of copies, et cetera, et cetera. And, he was originally the one that turned on Conan Doyle, so Conan Doyle's just like, okay, I'm going to start with you.
I wonder how much of an initial shock it was that, the dude who wrote Sherlock Holmes was believing in, like, ghosts and phantoms and shit. Can you imagine the public just being like, what?
Yeah, just going like, my God, what a dipshit.
Really?
I wonder what he would have thought of Ghostbusters.
Who are you gonna call, Doyle?
Look, the ghost is giving Ray a blowjob.
Oh man.
We don't need your wife for this one, right? Did your wife ever see one like Slimer Man? Yeah, it would be interesting to see what he would think of that.
It would be. It'd be very interesting.
It's like, you really think about it, like, movies like back in their days were just, like
people doing stuff, like opening an umbrella and walking away or something.
Either that or, like, they have that cheesy, like, piano music, like, and, somebody comes over, punches somebody in the face, and all of a sudden you get the title card going, "Oh, Balderdash, you've ruined my hat." Something like that. Finally they got the film with audio and whatnot, and it was really cool. Like, Houdini was related through marriage to another celebrity, and that was Mo Howard.
Not sure I know Mo Howard.
What?
Oh, wait, the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, shit. I didn't know that he was related to Mo.
Welcome back, Bruce.
I'm sorry, I'm not that big of a Stooges fan. I didn't know his last name was Howard.
We missed you, Bruce.
Thanks, Lloyd. No? Don't catch her.
No.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Joke is dead.
This joke has been called dead. Much like the Denver Broncos.
All right, Hal, kill the joke. I'm afraid I can't do that, Bruce. There is a news article I got to talk with you about, because I thought it was fucking hysterical. Basically, like, Yahoo, I think it was, did this countdown of, like, the top 50 bits for Saturday Night Live in all of its history.
Wow.
And what do you think was the number one bit?
The number one bit on Saturday Night Live?
Number one bit on Saturday Night Live, according to this list.
According to that list, it was probably something with Chevy Chase.
No, actually, it's not.
Wow. Okay.
I'll see if I can bring up the list, but keep guessing. Keep guessing.
All right. I don't think it would be the Matt Foley, but I guess it could be.
Ding, ding, ding.
No way, really?
Yes, that
Nice.
first one, and one of their reasoning was because when Chris Farley's doing his whole living in a van down by the river, the guy's like, look, you can look, the rest of the cast is just cracking up. They can barely fucking stay in character.
It's true.
It is true.
David Spade is losing it.
You can see him just like covering up, like, going, oh my god. I got to admit, man, like I saw the DVD of the John Belushi sketches, and I was just like, okay, like some of these are kind of funny, I guess, but it really did nothing for me. And then you see the ones with like Chris Farley, and it's fucking hysterical.
It seems to me that Belushi was a lot better in film than he was on Saturday Night Live. Then again, maybe I'm just not familiar with maybe his funnier bits from Saturday Night Live. I don't know. But I am familiar with, like Blues Brothers, thanks to Pete, our friend Pete from Riv.
Yeah.
And I am familiar with Animal House. So.
Yeah, Animal House is fucking great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't know. I mean, he was really funny in those, but from what I've seen or heard about, from his Saturday Night Live, it wasn't really that impressive.
Yeah, I got to admit I wasn't very impressed with it, but...
but yeah, Farley seemed to be really kind of the opposite. He was better in Saturday Night Live than he was in film.
Well, that's kind of debatable. I think he was fucking great. No matter like what he did, really. It's like his
except for Beverly Hills Ninja.
Well, everybody's allowed a stinker, okay? Okay, let's not forget
and Black Sheep.
Now, Black Sheep, I'll give him a pass on that one because it has some really good funny laughs in there.
Tommy Boy too.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, fucking Chris Farley's high as shit and he's on stage at a fucking Mudhoney concert screaming "Kill Whitey," and that's fucking hysterical.
We don't have any chocolate pudding.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get the bat out of the fucking cabin. Did you fall in some mud? Yeah, and I'm gonna be rich because I'm the only person that knows where there's white mud. Like, that whole bit, like it's fucking hysterical. It made me laugh, so I'm like, you know what? Good for them. It's good in my book. But yeah, like Almost Heroes had a couple of good laughs in it. But
I don't think I've seen that one. That's his last movie, though, right?
Last movie that he actually filmed? No, that was Dirty Work.
Oh.
Which is also hysterical.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, like Almost Heroes was like his last like starring role. Shit. Yeah, I gotta let you borrow that book too. I got this book called The Chris Farley Story or something like that, and it's just it's a collection of people telling like stories from Chris's life, like from when he was born to to his death and whatnot. Pretty interesting.
I can imagine, especially if it's a bunch of different people telling the stories.
Oh yeah, like it's his brother, like David Spade's in there, Chris Rock is in there, like, and Chris Rock just like absolutely like denounces the fucking the Chippendale bit. So like, because he's like, okay, so we're laughing because he's fat. So what? Like that's the big joke. Like, okay, it's a big fat guy going for like, come on, Chris is more talented than that. And like I see his point, but I'm like, if he didn't want to do it, he could have said no.
Yeah, really. And to be fair, it's kind of funny.
But yeah, like there's so many fucking wild stories in there about Farley. Like there was one like he took a dump out of a window.
What?
Yeah. It's like, okay.
How did he get his ass out the window? It must have been a big window.
Yeah. But no, so
a bigger window.
He well, the story, if I remember right, was he comes back to do like a guest spot on Saturday Night Live and whatnot, and he goes into the writers' room, and one of the writers guys was just like, "Hey Chris, I bet you can't take a shit out the window. I'll give you $50 if you do it." Farley's like, One side, little man. He goes to the window, drops his fucking trowel, puts his fucking cheeks out the window, and then like you could see him just straining, just trying to take a shit out the fucking window because he wanted to prove this guy wrong. The $50 didn't matter to him, but like he just wanted to make this guy laugh by taking a shit out the fucking window. So eventually he's like, oh, there we go. And we're like, you fucking didn't. It's like, go ahead and look. Sure enough, they see like this little brown dot on the sidewalk.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Like I remember Jim Brewer was telling the story about there was one bit that was going to be him, Chris Farley, and somebody else. I forget who it was, but essentially the bit was they were going to be in like an office building, and they're just typing on computers or like checking off paperwork or whatever have you.
Mm-hmm.
Clock hits fucking 12 noon. All of a sudden they just get up, they start fucking moshing around the fucking office and whatnot. It's like Chris jumps out the fucking window and whatnot. The clock clicks to 12:01. All of a sudden Chris just comes back into the office and straightens up his jacket, sits back down at his desk and just starts doing paperwork like nothing happened.
That's awesome. Did you say they never used it, or
they never used it? No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Because they wanted to go with like older bits, like they wanted to bring back the Matt Foley bit and whatnot, and apparently he called up Jim Brewer, like the like couple nights before they were supposed to go on the air and whatnot, and he's like, "Hey Jim, do I just have that look like I'm the fat stupid guy? Like why am I doing all these fat stupid guy roles?" And Jim's like, "You're not the fat stupid guy. What the hell are you talking about?" He's like, and then I started looking at the script for the week. And it's like, okay, everyone that Chris is in, okay, fat, stupid guy, fat, stupid guy, fat, stupid guy. Son of a bitch, he's right.
Oh, man.
So he's like, so I kind of felt a little bad for him.
Yeah, that sucks. Typecast in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Not that typecasting is ever good, but
No,
being the fat, stupid guy is certainly not
yeah.
the way you want to be typecast.
Exactly. Like, some people have made a fucking career off of that, but, you don't want to do it every time because you burn out the fucking bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, it's really fucked up too. Like, I'll let you read that book.
You've told me before it's very good. But
It is very good. It is very good. Wait, what
I
the hell?
will definitely check it out.
Just like how we went from Hoffman dying to Houdini and Conan Doyle, and now we're talking about Chris Farley. Like,
we just run the gamut of celebrities.
I know, man. Like, what the hell? How did we get here?
We went back in time to Houdini and then came back to fucking Chris Farley, which is actually, still the 90s, but
yeah, but still.
It's dizzying. Train get the rolling.
Chris kept the pooping out the window.
I think that's how we started talking about Farley's. You're like, did you know that Chris Farley pooped out a window? Maybe not. But in my mind, that's how it started.
Random, yeah, just like all random fact-ish. Like, dude, did you know Chris Farley took a shit out of a window at Saturday Night Live? Oh, sorry, we started talking about best bits and whatnot. All right, never mind. That's how we got there. All right. Got him dumb.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, I gotta tell you this, man. Like, I haven't told anybody about this yet.
Uh-oh. Is this another date story?
Close. You're very, very close.
Uh-oh.
There was no date. There was no date at all. But, I went on that dating site again, blah, 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 just looking around. And I see this girl, and for those who don't know, I dig, girls with meat on them. I could care less if they're like a fucking twig and could fuck like a demon. Chances are they're a bitch. Okay, and if they're fucking super mega fucking hot and they're single, they're fucking single because somebody got sick of their bullshit. That's just my view, but
As my uncle has been quoted as saying, no matter how hot she is, somebody somewhere is sick of her shit.
Exactly.
I'm
That not what I just said.
sure that's not his. I'm sure that's not his quote, but
Yeah.
yes, that's basically what you just said. Fuck you. I just summarized for you.
Welcome back to Earth, Bruce.
Anyway, so you were back on your dating site.
You were missed. And now I'm here.
You just morph into Paul Stanley?
I sure did. I had sex with the console. I can't help it. Flashing buttons do it for me every time. But yeah, so there was this girl that was just looking for like casual sex or dating or whatnot, and I'm just reading through. I'm just like, all right, she seems kind of interesting, whatever. So send her a message.
You're like, casual sex, I'm down.
Pretty much. I've got a natural instinct, damn it, don't fucking shit all over it. Don't be Chris Farley.
I've got a strategy, don't reveal it.
Exactly. No. So I sent her a message. I was like, hey, I think you're really interesting, blah, 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 blah. What do you say? Do you want to chat? Get to know each other better.
So I notice your profile says that you're down for casual sex.
Like,
I just so happen to be as well. Let's get some macaroni.
That's kind of like the last time I was hanging out with Joe. He was telling me his story. He's like, dude, greatest thing my grandpa ever told me. He's like, really? All you can do is go up to a girl and just go, hey, want to fuck? He's like, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get slapped in the face, but that one time's going to make it all worthwhile. I'm just like, I don't know if your grandpa's a wise man or very foolish.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't know.
That's classic. That's good stuff.
He is, man. But yeah, man, like, so
you sent her a message.
So she sends me back a message like, hey, message me on Yahoo Messenger. I'm just like, fuck, I don't have Yahoo Messenger, nor do I want it.
You're like, welcome to fucking 2014. No one uses Yahoo Messenger.
Yeah. And if you tell me Google Plus, I'm going to find where you are and kick you in the temple. Because that is wrong.
It's Facebook or nothing, bitch.
Yeah. What are you going to tell me next? Hey, let's schedule something on MySpace. Fucking yo, you fucking dodo head. So I emailed back. I sent her a message back like, I don't have fucking Yahoo Messenger. And then, no reply, no nothing. I'm just like, okay, did I fucking... What the fuck did I do here? So I'm looking through her profile, and apparently, like, she's already, like, married and in a relationship and just looking for fucking sex on the side.
Whoa.
I'm just like, okay, I dodged a fucking bullet there, man. It's like, that's like the scenario I don't want to fucking be a part of. Like, I don't want to, like, go have sex with a girl and then, honey, I'm home. Like, oh, fuck, you're kidding me. So,
yeah, really, that would be pretty
fat,
terrible.
Big fat me running around his fucking briefs like a Benny Hill sketch. Like,
it could be actually worse and more fucked up if it's like, you show up and, there's no sign of the husband or whatever, and, it's sort of like Red State where she, like, traps you, and then, like, the fucking husband comes in and he just, like, puts his,
dude, don't
elbows
fucking
down,
scare
and he's
me
just
like this, man.
I want to watch.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, where's the bedroom? You want to get started here? All of a sudden, I get pushed into a big fucking hole. It's like, it puts the lotion in the basket. Like, no!
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a lot worse. But yeah, that's pretty terrible. I'm glad you backed out of that. Good lord.
You're just scaring the shit out of me with that, man. Jeez.
Is there any way to filter that out? Like, married? Like, get that out of here? Like...
There is, but apparently he cut through it. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking website.
I know, man. Like, what the fuck?
Liz recently was like, "Oh, you should tell Andy to go to blah 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 website because I've heard it's really successful and they're running a discount right now." I'm like, "He goes to a website right now. Motherfucker can fend for himself." She's like, "Okay." Just thought it was kind of sweet that she was kind of looking after you. Like, you should go to this website. It's really successful. I'm like, okay.
And that's when you just fucking drop science on her, like, have you seen the guy lately? It doesn't matter how much of a discount they offer. He's not succeeding here. Like, like, guy, the guy will help you out. He'll be successful on a lot of different things. Like, hey, I need help moving a couch. Okay, let's get Andy over here. Or, hey, I want to do a podcast. Let's get Andy on here. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Like, I'm not gonna go to him and say, oh, by the way, there's this dating site where you can get paid to be rejected. Like,
yeah, seriously.
Like, let me think about that. That is sweet though that she's looking out for me.
I thought it was, yeah.
She's a total sweetheart. I dig her.
She is. She totally guessed my surprise for fucking Valentine's Day though.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. She'd been talking up Casablanca for like this local restaurant for the longest time now. It's a Mexican place and she really digs Mexican. And she'd been talking it up for like the longest time. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to call and make reservations for Valentine's Day. So like a week ago by now, I called up and I was like, yeah, I'd like to make reservations. And they're like, all right, well, we don't do reservations on Friday. I'm like, fuck, that's when Valentine's Day is. I was like, do you think I'll even need one? They're like, yeah, well, we'll take your name anyway. So I was able to put my name in, which I thought was pretty cool. So
yeah.
Eventually I just like spilled the beans because she just kept talking about it. And I was like, you know what? You kind of already guessed my my surprise. So I'm just going to tell you we're going out to fucking Casablanca. So. But she just kept talking about it. I swear to God, she knew. She just kept talking about it and talking about it. I was like,
she's just like, she's just like, I'm the one who took the name, asshole.
Either that, or she was just trying to break me. Like, just keep mentioning it,
Yeah, which mission fucking accomplished? Holy shit!
Yeah, seriously.
Like I knew
Either way,
I knew all it took was persistence, you fucker. Let's go eat Mexican.
Hammer that shit home. Ole. Smack smack. Smack smack.
Thank you again.
Oh, fuck you. I made it cry. Now put the lotion in the basket.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Like, no, I got reservations in Casablanca. God,
The only way that gets worse is then, there's like a creepy closet off to the side, and all of a sudden you just hear like, the creaks opening. Hey, Andy.
Wild horses. God damn it, no!
Would you fuck me?
No!
Goodbye, horses.
Can you put the gun in the basket, please? I'm begging you.
Even a samurai sword, I don't care. I'll cut my own friggin' head off.
I'll commit seppuku, I don't care. Just fucking
harikuri. Oh, shit.
I'd rather watch Jersey Shore. Dear God, help me out.
Someday that website will work out. Someday.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You never know.
Dude, I have no confidence in myself or this fucking website.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah,
and yet we're still subscribed, aren't we?
But Bruce, how long have you known me? Like since what, 2002-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is about 14 years this September, something like that.
12 by my math, but yes.
Okay, well, I'm horrible at math, and I don't have any confidence in myself. You should know that by now.
Oh, sir.
Way to pay attention, Bruce.
Huh?
I can't do that much in life. I can't even make a decent snow jump.
I don't know. I've heard you're pretty good with montages, sir.
You fucker.
Kind of an inside joke, I know.
Yeah. I'll have to explain that one some other time down the fucking road. Thanks for
Let him keep guessing.
Thanks for bringing up a really painful fucking memory, you ass.
Oh shit. It could have been worse. I could have mentioned the Super Bowl.
Thanks. Dick.
Again.
I guess it's a good thing I wasn't molested as a kid now. Like, I guess I could be an asshole, if I just mentioned, you were touched as a child. Like, what the fuck, dude? I've been to therapy, you fuck. I can't wear boots and eat a sandwich anymore, you son of a bitch.
Why don't you go back to boots and pants and you fuck?
So if you'd like to get touched by STS Radio, I'm just kidding. If you guys want to email us, just email us at sts_radio@yahoo.com. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/STS_radio, or like us at STS Radio on the Twitter. And I gotta talk to you about the next episode, man. I got an interesting idea. I wanted to pass it by you here.
Uh-oh. No, I will not poop out a window and put it on YouTube.
Well, what if I gave you $50?
Maybe.
I thought that was gonna go in a different direction. Like it's almost like the Gabriel Iglesias thing. Like, would you shit out of a window? No, man, you motherfucker. I'll give you $50. Where the fucking window at?
Which window we talking about here?
Yeah. How high do I have to be? Fuck it, man. I'll talk to you about it off the air. I don't want to spoil anything, just in case it doesn't happen.
All right, fuck it, whatever.
Oh man, I just farted again. All right,
Jesus.
All right, everybody, that's gonna do it for us for STS Radio. I'm Andrew Moss,
And I am Bruce Gates.
and very nice. And don't forget, you can listen to our friends at the Mike and Billy Show over on Spreaker.com and on iTunes as well. And you can check out Mike's show on Nessun, which is called Wicked Bites. He's on there, just going around New England area, checking out the best places to eat and whatnot. And he actually did this. He actually did this barbecue challenge a couple of weeks ago, but I still get a kick out of watching it. It's him trying to eat about 6 pounds of barbecue that's served to him in a shovel.
In a shovel?
In a fucking shovel. It's someplace up in New Hampshire. I forget the name of it, but
That's interesting.
yeah. But yeah, go check out the show, man. It's pretty cool.
Sounds pretty tasty, huh?
Oh, sounds wicked tasty.
Oh.
Oh, snap, motherfucker. All right, that's gonna do it for us. We'll see you later, guys.
Peace.
Go Canada.